Welcome back to Power Ride, the place where we turn every car review into an adventure you can feel in your bones. Today we're not just talking about any SUV, we are talking about a living legend reborn, the 2026 Toyota Cruiser FJ40. This is not just a car, this is the return of one of the most iconic off-roaders ever made, and believe me, what Toyota has done this time will leave you stunned. Stick with me till the end because somewhere in the middle of this review, I'm going to reveal a price that will either make you run to the showroom or leave you speechless. Trust me, you don't want to miss that moment. From the very first glance, the 2026 Toyota Cruiser FJ40 looks like Toyota reached into history, grabbed the soul of the original FJ40, and fused it with the future. It still has those boxy, rugged proportions that made it famous, the upright windshield, the round LED headlights that feel like a respectful nod to the past, and the short overhangs that scream, "Take me off-road right now." But at the same time, Toyota has reimagined every line with modern precision. The body panels are tighter, the edges are sharper, and the stance is wider and more aggressive. It's not just nostalgia, it's nostalgia re-engineered to conquer 2026. This car looks like it can take a beating from the wild and come out smiling. Under the hood is where Toyota decided to really surprise everyone. We all expected a capable engine, maybe a V6, maybe a turbocharged 4-cylinder, but Toyota said no, let's go bigger. The new FJ40 comes with two powertrain options, a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 that produces a mind-bending 409 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque, and an optional hybrid variant that uses the same engine paired with electric motors for an insane total of 430 horsepower. You heard that right, this is not just an off-road toy, this is a beast that can outrun some sports cars while climbing mountains. The hybrid system is not just about efficiency, it gives you instant torque for crawling up rocks like a mountain goat. Driving this thing is an experience I can only describe as commanding. You sit high, you feel like you own the road, or more accurately, like the road is just a suggestion. On the highway, it's surprisingly quiet and smooth for such a rugged machine. The suspension soaks up bumps effortlessly thanks to Toyota's new adaptive damping system. But once you take it off-road, that's where the magic happens. Engage four-wheel drive, lock the differentials, and suddenly the FJ40 feels unstoppable. It can climb 45-degree inclines without breaking a sweat, wade through 30 inches of water, and cross ruts that would scare most SUVs. And if you're thinking, well, that sounds like every other off-road SUV, let me tell you, it's not. The steering feel is precise, the power delivery is immediate, and the entire chassis feels so planted you almost forget you're not on pavement. The interior is exactly what you'd want it to be, rugged yet modern, with just enough luxury to remind you this is 2026. The dashboard is clean, with a large 12.3-inch infotainment screen that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a digital gauge cluster, and physical buttons where it matters most. The seats are covered in a durable yet soft material that feels ready for mud, sand, and snow but still comfortable enough for long road trips. Now let's pause here because this is where things get interesting. You're probably wondering how much all of this costs. Well, hold on to your seat because the base price of the 2026 Toyota Cruiser FJ40 starts at just $47,995. Yes, you heard me, under $50,000 for a machine that can literally go anywhere, that brings back a legend, that gives you nearly 410 horsepower in standard trim. And if you want the fully loaded hybrid model with every possible option, you're looking at around $63,000. Which is shocking when you realize that some of its competitors like the Land Rover Defender or the Ford Bronco Raptor can go way past $80,000 easily. This is Toyota throwing down the gauntlet and saying, we are back in the off-road game, and we're here to win. And trust me, you can feel it when you drive it. I took this FJ40 through rocky trails, desert dunes, and even a muddy river crossing, and every time it came out the other side asking for more. The ground clearance is a massive 10.5 inches, the approach and departure angles are designed for serious off-roading, and with the crawl control and multi-terrain select systems, even beginners can look like pros out there. Toyota has also added a front-facing trail camera that shows you exactly what's in front of your tires, no more guessing when you're cresting a hill or aiming for a rock line. Another twist that I wasn't expecting, Toyota has engineered this FJ40 to be incredibly modular. The roof panels come off. The doors can be removed. The windshield even folds down flat, just like the original. This means you can go from a fully enclosed SUV to a wind-in-your-face, open-air adventure machine in minutes. Imagine driving through a forest trail with no roof, no doors, just you, the engine, and the sound of nature. This isn't just a car, it's a ticket to freedom. On-road handling is also surprisingly sharp. The steering is weighted nicely, there's minimal body roll for such a high-riding SUV, and thanks to the new TNGA-F platform it feels incredibly solid. The brakes are confidence-inspiring, and the transmission, whether you go for the 10-speed automatic or the 6-speed manual, shifts beautifully. Yes, Toyota brought back a manual gearbox for this car. That alone deserves applause. Fuel economy is decent for what it is, around 20 mpg combined for the V6 and about 24 mpg for the hybrid. But honestly, if you're buying an FJ40, you're not worried about fuel numbers, you're buying it for the adventure, for the personality, for the story it tells. And this car tells a story every time you start it up. I can't forget the safety tech either. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 comes standard, which means adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, pre-collision braking, blind spot monitoring, and even off-road specific traction control systems are included. You're not just buying a rugged SUV, you're buying peace of mind for your family. The sound system. Oh, you're going to love this. Toyota partnered with JBL to create a 12-speaker surround sound system that can fill the cabin with music even when you've got the doors off. And yes, everything is water resistant, so you don't have to worry about getting caught in a rainstorm while you're out on the trail. If there's one word I'd use to sum up the 2026 Toyota Cruiser FJ40, it's authentic. This is not a crossover pretending to be an off-roader. This is not a fashion statement SUV. This is a real, body-on-frame, go-anywhere machine that just happens to look cooler than just about anything else on the road. So here's the bottom line. If you've been waiting for a car that brings back the spirit of exploration, that can be your daily driver during the week and your escape vehicle on the weekend, this is it. The price is right, the capability is unmatched, and the nostalgia factor is off the charts. And if you made it this far into the video, I know you're just as excited about the new FJ40 as I am. So do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button to power ride right now, because we have a lot more incredible reviews, off-road tests, and price reveals coming your way. Don't just watch the adventure, be part of it.